Hello, I'm David.
Hi, I'm Julie.
So now we're going to do a review of Don't Go In There. Hopefully you've had a chance to check out our How to Play and Playthrough. This is part of our series of games that are also Halloween themed.
That's why I'm wearing a costume.
Right. I don't have any costumes. Maybe that will change in the future. So we'll be creating a playlist of Halloween themed games. So we backed this on Kickstarter, and we have the deluxe version. I will go over the differences here first.
Okay.
So this is a push your luck worker placement set collection game. These cards here on the top, not sideways, come in the regular edition. The deluxe edition includes 5 more sets. And you're going to choose which sets to play with depending on the number of players. Each set has 8 different cards, and you're going to shuffle up the sets that you choose into one draw pile, remove so many of the cards so you can't card count, and the object of the game is to avoid getting curses, because whoever has the most curses loses, whoever has the least wins. And then during the game you'll be getting ghosts, rolling dice, and this cool dice tower that's basically the box. So you'll see that the tray comes out, you put it in here like this, and it folds up like this, has a little magnetic flap here, and you'll roll these ghost dice, and you don't want ghosts because ghosts will give you more curses at the end possibly, and there's 3 ghosts on every die, so it gives you a 50% chance you're going to get a ghost. Because it says right here, whoever has the most ghosts at the end of the game, you get 1 curse for every 2. So when you watch the playthrough, Julie had 12 ghosts and got 6 curses because of that. I had 10 ghosts, so my ghosts didn't hurt me. It did hurt Julie because she got curses for it. Now you're also going to have 3 room tiles here, and it doesn't matter which side you put it on. When you resolve a room, it flips over, and you play the game until the deck runs out. How do you set up the deck? Well, you have a chart here. So depending on the number of players. So in a 2-player game, you saw that we used 5 types, but we removed 16. There's 8 cards of a type, so that'd be 40 cards minus 16. So you'll play with 24 cards in a 2-player game. And then with 5 players, because this is a 2 to 5 player game, ages 14 and up, about 10 minutes per player, you'll play with 8 types and remove only 4 cards. So you'll have a lot of cards in a 5-player game. So you have these meeples, which are teenagers, and the theme is you're going into a house, the door closes, and you're going to get curses trying to get out of the house. So what's the worker placement part of the game? Well, you're going to take turns placing your teenagers on these different spots. But first, let's take a look at our sets, because I got to give you a little bit more context here. Again, these 5 do not come in the retailer version. It also comes in the deluxe version. I think this is 3D printed placard. Is that what it was? Placard? Planchette?
I don't know.
I think it's called a planchette.
I don't know what it's called. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, planchette.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm not on the right camera. Okay, planchette. Because then you could use this as this, Ouija board here.
Yeah,
That's
no,
part of the story. The kids play with it and get locked in the house. So what was my point?
You're going to show them what they do.
So each set has different abilities that can help you get rid of sets. Because remember, you don't want these cards. But if you are going to collect them, you get abilities to help get rid of cards. So we played with the tome. For every 2 tomes you get, you can dispel 1 set of cards that you have. So if I get 2 tomes, as soon as I collect my second one, let's say I have a couple black cats, or say I have 3 black cats, I can get rid of all 3 black cats. But unfortunately, I'll have 6 curses, but then I'll get rid of 7 curses of black cats. So timing is part of it. The clock, as soon as you get 8 get clocks with at least 8 or more curse values, you can get rid of what? Dispel 2 clocks? Is that what it says?
First to 8 or more curses on clocks dispels 2 clocks. Yes.
Right. So if I were to get this situation, that's 4, 5, 7, 8, I would get rid of the 4 and 2 because now I would have 8 curses, and I'd be left with 2 curses. But this only happens once.
Yeah.
So if I'm the first player to do it, it doesn't matter. If Julie gets 8 value of clocks, she won't be able to
I'll
do
be
it.
able to do it.
We play with the twins. The twins is fun,
Yes.
but unfortunately, because when you're playing with less cards,
You mean not have all the twins?
right, some of these might be missing from the deck, because remember, you're getting rid of 16 cards randomly. And it's pretty easy. Once if you collect a pair of twins, you just get rid of them.
Yep.
But it might be a situation where I prevent Julie from getting a twin, or there's not one in the deck, and so this would be 4 curses because I didn't get rid of either of them. But if I were to get this one, I get rid of that one, and I would only have 1 curse value. And then you have other cards that do things. I'm not going to go over all of them, but you would collect 5 sets. So say I just take the top 5 right here, okay? And then, oh, I got the mask. This is the one that Julie doesn't want to play with.
Nope.
Okay. Julie doesn't like the scary mask card. So I would shuffle the deck.
Nope.
Okay. And I'm going to show you how do you get these cards? And how does a game come to an end here? How do you get ghosts? So there's a lot of replayability with having that many sets of cards.
Yes, nice.
So I have the whole deck here. That's 40 cards, but I got to get rid of 16 in a 2-player game. 9, 12, 15, 16. So now we're only playing with 12. So there could be a lot of twins missing, for instance. Except we're not playing with the twins.
You're playing with twins.
Okay, so now we set it up. Now you got to look at each room. There's some special stuff. So these would all be face up. That one's face down. You know, we haven't played with the mirror yet.
Or the portrait, have we?
Yeah, we did. We played that the
Oh, we
first time.
did. Okay.
All right.
Oh, I got so lucky. That ugly mouse never popped
Yeah,
up.
it didn't come up.
Thank goodness.
So there's 3 cards per room. We don't know what this one is. Whoever the active... This keeps track of who plays to the right. So if I'm the active player, when you resolve a room, well, I'm getting ahead of myself. I go first. I can go in any one of these rooms. I can go first choice, second, third, or fourth choice. As soon as 3 teenagers are in a room, it resolves. I can go anywhere I want, anywhere on here. Let's say I don't really have that strong of a feeling about what I'm trying to collect right now. I'm going to just go right here because it gives me 3 flashlights, which reduces the amount of ghosts. Let's say Julie goes over here. She really wants that. She really wants the mirror. She goes here. I'm going like, well, if I put this here, I will resolve the room, but I don't want to resolve it. I like to get rid of a ghost, so I'm going to go here. That's what that spot does. If I have any ghosts, it helps me get rid of one. Julie's like, I don't want to resolve that yet. She's going to go the 3rd position right here. And then say, okay, I want to resolve this. I can go here or here. Now, it doesn't matter if I go here or here. I'm going to get 2nd and 3rd choice of these 3 cards. So obviously, I'm going to want to go here because it reduces the amount of ghosts I get. Now, I keep on talking about ghosts. Well, how is that resolved? Where's this? Oh. So we're going to resolve this room because there's 3 teenagers on it. I'm the one who placed the 3rd one, so I resolve the room. So I count how many ghost dice are on the cards. There's 2, 4, 6. So I'm going to be rolling all 6 of these dice. And drop it in. We've got 3 ghosts. Julie, in first position, is going to get 3 ghosts. A 1 and a 2. That's equivalent to 3 ghosts. Or she can take 3 white ones if she wants. I have 2 flashlights. I only take 1 for that teenager. This teenager has 3 flashlights. I don't take any ghosts. So Julie took 3 ghosts and would go behind her screen. This is the amount of ghosts you have is not public. But the cards you collect are public. Oh, there's your scary mask card.
Jeepers.
Okay. Because there is some strategy in knowing what people are going for. So Julie takes this behind her screen. I take this. Now Julie has first choice. She has to decide which card she's going to take.
I'm going to take this. Oh, wait, no, this is a 1. I'm going to take the 1.
All right. She took the 1 because it has 1 curse. But it also says take a ghost. So when you take this card, she gets another ghost. But when she has 3 of that set, she dispels 3 mirror cards. So she just want to get more mirrors, so that way she can get rid of all. Once she gets her 3rd mirror, she can get rid of all 3 and have no curses, but every time she takes a mirror, she's going to get a ghost. So
Yeah.
that's the penalty for that. So as that goes off to the, what she got, and I get these two, I have to get these two because I'm second and third choice. I have the doll. I dispel a set of dolls whose curses add up to exactly 6.
Oh.
So I'm going to want to get more dolls.
Yeah.
Because if I only have 5 curse values of dolls, it's going to count as 5 points at the end.
Right.
I want to try to get exactly 6.
Sure.
Holy water. Once I get 2 holy waters, I can dispel half your ghosts rounded down.
Nice.
Discard half my ghosts. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So I'm going to want to get more holy waters. However, the second holy water I get, that's 5 curses, but then I'll get rid of half my ghosts. So there's always, there's a trade-off.
Yep.
I can get more curses, but then get rid of stuff. I can get more ghosts that maybe help me get other things. So there's this back and forth tension here. So these come off. I was the one who resolved it, so I take the planchet. In the rules, the person to the right of the active player, that's being me, Julie would go next. We flip it over. We set up the next 3 cards. And this room says the player resolving the basement may re-roll the dice. So now we keep our other meeples already out here, and then Julie would go next, and she can decide wherever she wants to go. And you keep on playing until the deck runs out and all the cards have been won. As soon as the deck has been run out and there's no cards in a room, you take that room away because the room can't be replenished. Then you would play with these 2 rooms. When that's gone, this room goes away. And you just keep, but during the game, you're going to keep on flipping rooms over as you resolve them and add cards.
I like that part because it really adds, it just makes it so you're not doing the same room all the time. And
Right.
And I like that there's different things on each side of those boards too. So
Yeah, there's some special rules, but it's a set collection, trying to avoid getting points, have the lowest points. So set collection, worker placement, and a little bit of push your luck with the ghost dice.
that's true.
All right, so when we do our reviews, we give our positives, negatives, and neutrals, and Julie goes
I
first.
go first. Here we go, guys. As David says, it's a set collection game, which I think is very cool. I think that the little ghosts on the dice, it's just so fun. They try to be scary, but they're not scary. It's just really fun. It does play pretty fast. And we played it with our youngest son, and we went through it pretty quick, which I like. It didn't take more than probably 20 minutes, 25 minutes at the most. And that's my kind of game. I like things that don't take too long. I super loved the dice tower. I had so much fun just dropping the dice. I kept wanting to resolve things so I could be the one to roll the dice.
Yeah.
Because it's just so fun and it's so easy to play. It really is. You just, you have to just read the cards and they tell you what to do.
And it does have a rule book that provides a little bit more clarification here.
Which is very nice and very helpful. And
clarification for the rooms and the cards.
Yep. But it's very easy to play and be taught how to play. I did not read the rules. I hardly ever read the rules. So David was able to teach it to me, and I caught on. Believe it or not, I caught on pretty quick. So
yeah, the rules are solid.
oh, good.
There's just a couple minor things, but it's not a deal breaker.
Okay, what did you have to say, sweetie?
Okay, oops. I got to get into the right area here.
Okay.
So many buttons to push.
Too many buttons. Oh, look at you.
All
A
right.
lot
So
of stuff.
when I say a lot, it's because there's more to this than meets the eye.
Obviously.
Transformers. Okay, so it's a thematic set collection, push your luck game. I should have added worker placement. So it has a cool dice tower and dice. We agree on that. Average cards, cheap ghost counters. So even though the dice tower is cool, right? This is very cool. And the dice, these do glow in the dark.
They do. We tried it out.
I don't know where they manufacture is, but these are warping. So they didn't have a dry, they didn't have, whoever they got it from didn't do the dry room.
Gotcha.
What that means is when they print these out, they're supposed to go into a room with low humidity to dry out the press sheets. So that way when it ships to other climates like Nevada or Arizona, it doesn't warp. So war game companies, like Academy Games, they make sure that happens. Other companies make sure that happens. So I don't know who their manufacturer was, and if they get this reprinted, they need to talk to them. It's minor, okay? I can bend them back in place.
Sure.
But the cards, They're just average quality.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a press sheet type.
I like the feel of them.
They're not. They don't have foil stamping, which is called linen. It's a foil stamp, guys. They just call it linen. But it will hold up. But it's not the highest quality. It's not the worst either.
Right.
Okay. But these, they could have made these thicker.
Yeah, that's true.
This is like cardboard quality of 20 years ago. And maybe they just didn't want to charge more for it. Maybe
That could be.
I don't remember what we paid for it, but I don't know if I would have paid $5 more to get better, because it is such a light game. But now that I own it, I would have paid more.
Yeah.
So that's the tension. When you're a manufacturer, you got to decide, how high quality am I going to make things, and it's going to raise the price point too much where people aren't going to want to back it because it's not that heavy of a game. But at least the dice are solid. They're etched. They're nice.
They're nice. I love their faces.
So that's why that's a negative. Interesting decisions and player interactions for the game's weight. Now this is a lightweight game. Now could be medium to learn for non-gamers because of the rules, the interactions with the sets, because there's a lot of if-thens, like if this happens, do this. I mean, there's things you got to observe. For gamers, no problem. But for people who we play with who don't play a lot of hobby games, they will need help playing it correctly. They will, non-hobbyists can buy it.
Yeah.
Whether or not they play it correctly. And that's not an issue if they're having fun.
Right.
They have fun, but then if they don't play it correctly and they think the game is not good because, for instance, we know we have a neighbor who is not playing Pandemic correctly, and they haven't had a good time with it. Okay, and that has a good rule book. They're just not experienced gamers.
Right.
But they can handle Ticket to Ride, but there's something about Pandemic that they need help playing. So this is a game I think that non-hobbyists could be hit or miss depending on how observant they are with the rule book. Okay.
That's a good point.
And with the interactions of the cards. So minor rules issues may be challenging for less experienced players. For instance, there's kind of a contradiction with the cat.
Oh.
On the card it says one thing, but in the book it says half. So this is, again, it's minor. At game end, if you have 9 or fewer ghost tokens, dispel all but one cat card of your choice.
That's what it says here. Dispel all but one cat.
Okay, maybe it was a different card that had to do with getting rid of. Maybe it was the portraits.
I don't know.
But there was a contradiction in this rule book in one of the cards.
Oh.
I can't remember which one it was. Oh, it was a portrait.
Oh, the portrait?
Portrait says for every 2 you get, dispel one portrait. Here it says at game end, dispel half your portrait cards of your choice, rounded down. So that's the thing that I don't know if it's a misprint. What happened? Is the card correct? Is the rule book correct? I don't know if anybody's asked on Board Game Geek yet, but again, it needs to be mentioned because this is something that for non-gamers can frustrate them.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So fun family game with math connections. So this is a game I would love to have played with our boys when they're growing up to help them learn their math skills. And I would use this in a gifted and talented class.
Oh, sure.
In a small group setting, and non-identified students too, if it was an after-school program or
like a game club or something.
Yeah, a game club. Yeah, definitely. But if I wanted to have a Halloween game day, I definitely would have brought this out for my students.
Oh, heck yeah. That's fun.
If you're a teacher that likes to use games to teach math skills, this one would make my list because it has authentic gameplay. There's the decisions. You may think there's not a lot of decision making going on, but since the information is open as to what sets people are going for, when you watch the playthrough, I had to make a decision. Do I take a certain card to help me, or do I take something to hurt Julie? And I could have analyzed it further. I just went with my gut, and you'll see who won because of my gut decision. But you can deny people cards that they're going for, especially when it comes to twins. So if I know Julie has this twin, and I don't want her to get rid of it, I'll take the other twin for 1 point, just so that she gets one curse. I'll get one curse too. But if she would get it, she would get rid of both of them. So and positioning yourself on here, you can trigger things in a way earlier than what somebody might want to.
Yep.
But it's not a heavy game, and that's a good thing because it's a family game.
Yeah, it's really, really fun.
All right, so let's see our rating here.
Okay.
Oops. Here we go.
Oh, we both said 8.
Yeah, we've played this a bunch. You know, for all the new games we have, we've played this
A lot.
more than others.
Yeah.
And our son enjoys it. And when you have children that gets older, you pretty much got to go with what they want to play because they're so busy, and it can be hard to get them to the table.
Yep.
And so when we find a game that our sons want to play, we're like,
We play it, yeah.
yeah, we play it
But no matter what it is, we'll play it.
because we know when they get older and have grandchildren, we'll be playing more games with them. But right now, because we're so busy, we don't get to sit down with them as much. So when it's a game that comes along like this that our son likes, and we haven't played with our other son yet,
No.
that's one reason why we rated an 8.
I think our oldest son and his fiance will like this because they're also into scary stuff too.
Good point.
So I think they will really enjoy this. This is kind of right up their alley theme-wise. They're definitely into the Halloween type stuff,
Right.
way more than I am.
No, I should have mentioned that the art is really quality
good.
art. I should have said that
Me
as well.
too.
So
Me
that's a
too.
plus.
Yeah.
And the art is so good that this creeps you out.
Don't even show me.
Well, I'm
Seriously.
gonna show you. So we played with this one game, and Julie did not get this card on purpose because she couldn't look at it, and so I dominated that game because this is a good card to get. So I know I can't play with that card, and Julie's looking away on the camera. She won't look at this. See how she's looking away? She won't look.
No.
Why isn't it a 9 or a 10? Well, we just haven't owned it long enough. It could be.
Oh, it's going to go
down
up,
the
I
road.
think.
Depends, we put it on our shelf. Will we pull it out over the years? If we keep on pulling it out, considering all the choices we have, then we'll go up to a 9 or 10.
But I know I definitely want, when our oldest son and his fiance come over, I definitely want to play this with them. I think they would love it, and they might even possibly get it themselves because, like I said, they have their own little group of friends that they play games with, and they're all into this Halloween stuff.
You know what I just noticed?
What, honey?
Look at the art on there's a little tentacle coming out of the well.
That's cool.
Yeah, and there's bones in there.
Look at that.
Oh, look at that. Look at the eyes glowing there. On the edge right there. Isn't that cool?
I see that.
That's
that
neat.
is really cool.
It has,
They
art
did
like
a
that.
great job on this.
Yeah, that's one reason why it caught my attention. I thought, see how the box closes up? That's a really nice design.
Yeah,
And
they
it's-
really did well.
And it fits the theme,
Yeah.
You're trying to avoid getting ghosts.
Exactly. No, they did awesome.
Good job on that.
Good job.
All right, so thank you for watching. Please check out our How to Play and Playthrough.
And please don't forget to subscribe. Help us get up to 1,000. And we hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you next time.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.